Hey everyone, welcome back for another episode of Modern Work Mondays. I'm Nolan Wheeler with Sync, and with always I have
Jeff Strasser with Microsoft.
Jeff. How are you doing? How was your weekend? It
My weekend was excellent. How about yours?
was good. It's really good.
Good.
Uh, we just got from back. No, it feels like just got back from NRF, and we're going to talk about notifications. I don't know if this happened to you, but too many times I had look at my phone and it said, "Hurry, come to this booth because this retailer wants to talk to you," and I go like, "Oh no!" And I thought to myself, like that's like basically frontline work. Like it's so challenging to stay on top of notifications, and we hear this from retailers all the time who don't want to get away from paging systems and want to keep their radios or want to transition radio to PTT. They like the voice thing. They like it's the voice that drives the hard to miss component. And I guess if my phone had a buzz me in my ear that said XYZ retailer is sitting there with Jeff Strasser in a Microsoft booth, get your butt over here, I probably would have got my butt over to see you and had that conversation.
I mean, that's ultimately the difference, right? Yeah, we all miss the messages, right? Whether they're work-related messages or personal messages, and you get back to somebody later, and and probably a few apologies down the road for not responding. Right. If you have the headset on, you're much more likely to get that response. The problem is such a relative small percentage of frontline workers in retail have a device, a mobile compute device in their pocket, and then add on to that have a radio that's attached to it where they might or a headset rather that's attached to it where they might actually get a notification. And this is where kind of the interaction of bringing kind of modern notifications and communications, reaching out to employees through legacy traditional RF radios brings so much value, because now you're running about the store doing your task. Somebody needs help in aisle two, you get that notification, you run over, help them, come back and complete your task. And the same when you're just running through the daily process, right? Just knowing the tasks are complete. You go and clean the bathroom, you have your radio on, you talk to the agent through your headset and say, "Hey, bathroom was cleaned at 2:04 p.m." Great. Off, or you don't even need to say the time, right? It'll know the time, but completed men's bathroom cleaning inspection, boom, done, logged, right? You've got compliance taken care of. Check the back door that it was locked. Whatever the process is, bring the process to the person, respond back, execute the process. It's the accuracy of what's being done in the store, both for compliance, for safety, to minimize loss if there's any product, a refrigerator was left open and the sensor told somebody they need to go close it. So many opportunities, and it's not a complex infrastructure to put in place. The radios are there, and it's just a great opportunity to streamline and make the teams more effective in the stores today.
Yeah, I mean, and you make a good point. Maybe we should be more clear with this. I mean, this is as trivial as basically putting a modem in the store that connects to the radios and then piping it up to you in Azure in the cloud. And then once you have that data in Azure, the world is your oyster.
That's it. Super simple and easy to iterate on, right? Because there's no changes that have to happen at the store level at that point. You've got the radio communications. Everything is on the back end. So rolling out new capabilities, new agents, or expanding a single agent. Probably in a lot of these cases, you'll have kind of one agent that's capable of doing many things, and it's just a matter of kind of making the decision that there's an opportunity to make the store employee and customer experience much better. That doesn't require a big capital outlay. And the great thing about cloud-based experiences and agents is they're usage driven from a cost standpoint. So if people are using them and getting value, then you kind of you pay for that, and hopefully the return is many times a factor of that. And if they're not, then you iterate on it, and drive that adoption so it is being used and there is value, and you'll see that in the results of the store and how the store overall is operating.
Yeah. I mean, I guess this whole notification thing actually comes down to what's the price you pay when you miss that notification. I mean, I'll be humble and say, you email me every once in a while and say, "Hey, I asked you this last week and you didn't do it." And to your point earlier, you just say a couple sorries and we move on. But that's where you see, if you talk about the most urgent, you talk about police and fire, police chiefs wearing radio. Those are the things where there's such a sensitivity. It's like it can't be oh, sorry, I missed your email from an hour ago. Didn't know we had a 3 alarm fire downtown and I didn't go and attend. But there's similarities to frontline, right? Like if we don't meet the customer in the aisle where they need to be, customer leaves, we lose the sale. We can't send them a sorry note later and make things right. It's the opportunity's gone to loss. Product recall. We don't get that product off the shelf in time. Someone could get sick or worse. So that's really kind of this notification thing. And I'll let you close out today's episode of just again that voice and that notification scenario with escalation and urgency.
As a consumer, I just want an experience that no matter what store I go into, if there's an opportunity for me to get help with something that I'm looking to purchase, that help is timely and accurate. And there's no better way to do that than take the devices that are already in these stores, enable an easy way for me to communicate as a customer with those people. That could be through QR codes, that could be through a call button that's sitting on the shelf, just depending on the environment, and have somebody hear and validate that communication and come and provide me the support I need. It's really not that complicated. It provides the end customer such a great experience, there's very little excuse not to do these things, other than competing priorities and what priorities are more important than a great experience for your customer.
Little box from us, your guys' cloud. People are away to races.
Good combination.
Thanks, Paul. See you next week.